Look at me. I need it. I need you to find it for me if you manage to get inside the Institute. What do you say?
You help me, and I'll help you.
All right. All right. Let's talk details. First things first. You know how synths get in and out of the Institute?
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter?
Well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's commonly referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it works. Dematerializes you in one place, rematerializes you in another. I'm sure it sounds crazy, but it's a reality. The relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. You understand? The only one. That means you're going to have to use it. Now, have you ever seen an Institute courser?
A courser? What's that?
Another Institute secret. Coursers are Institutes. Operations go wrong, a synth goes. They're very good.
That sounds like suicide.
It does, doesn't it? If there were another way, I'd suggest it. Believe me, every courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay. It's embedded in a chip. Now, I don't know exactly where you can find one. You're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help finding one. But you'll have to do the dirty work.
Okay, let's get to work.
Right. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute. So you'll want to head there. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. You've got a radio on that Pip-Boy, right? When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference. Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about the serum. I need it badly. I really do hope you find what you're looking for.
What the hell aroma is that?
Hey,
I'll see what I can do.
Nick,
There's something bothering you?
your thoughts?
You'd be shocked how many folks I've managed to convince I'm just a really sick ghoul.
That was all I had.
Sure.
Protect and serve.
one way to get that coolant pumping.
Yes?
Mama Murphy.
Sight's no good without the chems. You have that jet?
Hey,
Got that jet we talked about, kid?
here. One hit of jet.
You did good. Now, let me ride the high to where the sight wants to take me. You're on the trail of the man who took your boy. I see a house, locked up tight. Chains put on by a smiling shark. But there's another way. I can see it. A key. Lost and forgotten. Fallen down below. Search the chairs beneath the house. They hold the secret.
Phew. Wow. That,
I wonder how long my systems will endure these rugged conditions.
second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more. What's going on down there?
What the? Got it. There we go.
Get some!
something you need? Hey, let me ask you something.
Hey. Hey. Heads up.
Go ahead.
Hey, Valentine.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Sure. Ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Doesn't really matter.
Good attitude to have. Not the way I felt. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government.
Right.
Every settlement with even a hint of clout. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own. A synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard, settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
believe you are.
No, God! Please, no!
That's it.
All he had to do was tell me the password. Now, are you going to cooperate?
Oh, God! Oh,
Tell me.
God! Okay, okay, just don't shoot! Let me think!
I'm going to get in there. It's just... Tell me the password.
Look, I already told you I don't have it. I'll help you find a way in. But listen, we took the...
Get over here. Are you here for the synth?
What synth?
If you're not here for the synth, then you're here for me. What do you want?
And just who is this synth, anyway?
A fugitive. Runaway Institute property. I'm shutting her down and bringing her back. You, on the other hand, will die like the rest of them.
Why you walk away?
Hey,
He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me. I can't get out. Not on my own. I'm going to have to trust you to help me.
who are you?
We'll talk when you open the door. The guard put the password in a toolbox. Over there, under the stairs. Use it to gain access to the terminal. And open the door. It's in the toolbox.
I'm in.
Under the stairs.
Excuse me.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Who are you?
My institute designation is K-198, but I prefer Jenny, so I knew they'd send a courser. I just didn't think he'd find me so fast. I think I would have lost him too. But then thanks again for your help. I'm gonna look for supplies before heading out. And before you ask, no, I don't need any more help. The Commonwealth is unforgiving. I need to make it on my own or I'm dead.
Sure.
You're back. The glowing sea. Virgil. What happened?
Do you know anything about decoding Courser chips?
A Courser chip? You fought a Courser? Oh my god. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I've worked on a lot of synths, but never a Courser. I don't know what that chip does, let alone how to decode it. But there are people who might. I work with a group that, well, they're the only ones I know that even have a chance at cracking Institute security. They're called the Railroad.
Thanks, Doctor. I know the way.
You do? Oh, then good luck. I hope they can help you.
I'm sorry your first time here was... well...
To get out of this place. Gives me the
Desdemona.
creeps.
I have a report here. It reads more like a comic book. Apparently, one hell of a fight took place at Green Tech Genetics.
Oh? What have you heard?
So, some mysterious stranger took out a Courser, alone. Something I'm not even sure the Railroad's best agent could do. And that stranger's you. I'm all for one less Courser in the world, but why'd you do it?
Do you know anything about decoding a Courser chip?
You have one of their chips intact? Follow me, now. Decoding a Courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Oh, hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages!
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
No way. That chip is mine.
To anybody else in the Commonwealth, all you have is 2 caps worth of salvage. With us, that data is priceless. But we're not just going to give that away. Talk to me again if you change your mind.
Desdemona.
Made up your mind. We decode the Courser chip for you, but after that, it's ours. Deal?
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't
I don't
crash.
have anything to say to
Hold
you.
it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it?
Still waiting to hear from Rand.
They're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky.
The whole safe house
Got you, you institute bastard. I got you.
Before we get it complete.
Software in. Come on.
Don't we all?
Show me that sweet base number. Come on, baby. Yeah, we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy. We'll file out separately after you leave. Best not to attract attention.
The airport, huh? You sure you want to waltz through Brotherhood HQ with a synth at your side?
This area is off limits to civilians. I order you to stand down and tell me what you're doing here, immediately.
On whose authority?
By the authority of Elder Arthur Maxon, Supreme Commander of the Brotherhood of Steel. Now, I'll repeat my question. What are you doing here?
I prefer to keep my business to myself.
If you refuse to cooperate, I have strict shoot-to-kill orders. You sure you want to head down that path?
I was hoping to track down the owners of that huge airship.
Well, you found us. And since this is a military installation, this is the closest you're gonna get to her.
Who are the Brotherhood of Steel?
Our order seeks to understand the nature of technology, its power, its meaning to us as humans, and we fight to secure that power from those who would abuse it.
Your cause seems noble.
I'm pleased that you agree. There are very few outside the Brotherhood who appreciate the gravity of the situation we're facing as a species. Look, if any of our ideals remotely interest you, we're always looking to add a few more brothers and sisters to our ranks. If you think you have what it takes.
I was hoping to...
Well, you found us.
I'm no stranger to these...
Really? Well then, with your experience, we're always looking to... If you think you have...
Will it get me aboard that airship?
If you live long enough to make the rank of knight, you'll have full access. Head over to Cambridge Police Station and look for Paladin Dance. He's in charge of our new recruits. Ad Victoriam...
Excuse me.
Military business only. Out of my way, Wastelander.
Hey.
Back off, civilian.
Your Geiger counter doing cartwheels too?
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines, or setting computer terminals free, or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that This isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I've got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Heads up.
If I got it.
Yes?
Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
I'll take a look, sure.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
You building a collection or something?
Look alive.
Whatever you need.
Hey, Carla.
Back again? Time to do business?
Let's see what you got.
You break it, you buy it. Yes?
feeling pretty good, actually.
Oh, good. I know how much I was bothering you. Any word from your brother?
Not a thing. At this point, I'm just a stranger.
Hey, this is Jamaica Plain. Stay sharp. A lot of raiders in it.
Attention, Commonwealth residents. Are you looking for a safe place to settle? Home in on these coordinates. If you're willing to work hard, you can make the Commonwealth a better place.
If we had a good supply of clean water, things would be pretty good.
Attention, Commonwealth residents. Are you looking for a safe place to settle? Home in on these coordinates. If you're willing to work hard, you can make the Commonwealth a better place.
can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my baby.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. Is there something you need?
I want to trade a few things.
Whatever you need, General. Anything else?
We put on some wonderful raids.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow. What a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals.
Can you give me a...
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is going to take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Hello? What are you hiding?
Hey, Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Did you figure out?
I think so. Best I can. Here's a list of 3 things that maybe... I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can act...
Thanks, Sturgis.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this... Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice, that code we've got is useless.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it! Hold on to your butt!
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's gone, but I'm here. Mommy's here now.
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them for this. All of them.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Sean, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Well, hello.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Hi.
Nothing to report, ma'am. Operating at full capacity.
Sorry, I wouldn't be very good company right now.
Never fear, man. I will ensure your safety to the
You
best
can fix
of my
just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Can't wait to get out
I've
of
received
this
word from the
goddamn
castle.
heat.
Apparently, they've spotted hostiles scouting the perimeter. We should go find out what's going on.
Consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me?
I never thought the Minutemen would be a force to be reckoned with again. I stand corrected.
Yes?
Glad you made it in time, General. I guess we're about to find out if these new Minutemen really have what it takes. We've seen a lot of those Institute crow things sniffing around. Looks like they're getting ready to try to take us out. We've called in volunteers, so we aren't short of people. We'll see how these greenhorns do in a real battle. I'm feeling pretty good about our defenses, but it sure wouldn't hurt for you to take a look around and shore up any weak points you see.
This is Radio Freedom with a breaking report from the castle. Institute centers are moving on our position. This is not a drill. All available Minutemen in the area. We have a swarm of attackers approaching from southbound.
hurt you. Find him!
Institute will think twice before tangling with the Minutemen again. I hear you're working on figuring out how to get back at those rats. I hope you find a way to. I'd like another crack at them, with the shoe on the other end. I think Preston wanted to talk to you. Maybe he has some good news.
It's time for us to strike back against the Institute.
I have some good news for you. Sturgis found a way into the Institute. We can launch an attack whenever you say the word.
You may wonder why you survived and your friend didn't. I'm afraid that's above my pay grade. All I can say is that it's up to us to make that sacrifice mean.
He's been analyzing that data you brought back. He found some old tunnel that's still open to the surface. I figured you can get in that way. We fight our way to their reactor.
Always gotta be ready for the next fight.
Do we have enough troops?
Yes, I think we do now. Get the details from Sturgis. I'll make sure the Minutemen...
This is Radio Freedom with an after-battle report for the peril of the Commonwealth. You've defeated the Institute forces, and they are retreating. You can listen to the capital is still Minuteman territory. Damn it, why can't you just be over? You'll now hear our total broadcast.
Something's out there.
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
Hey, Piper.
Heading my way? We put on some wonderful raids.
Hey there.
Am I ever glad to see you? We could really use a hand.
The Minutemen are always happy to help.
A pack of feral... If more of them start...
I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I'll be glad to have them go.
Go ahead.